Welcome back to the Daily Stack. Today is September 13th, 2025. Quick disclaimer, this is entertainment, not financial advice. If your investment strategy is, I heard a guy at Taco Bell say Gemini shares are mooning, so I sold my car for calls, you might need to reevaluate. Well, we got two big stories today. One is polished, corporate, Wall Street approved. Gemini went public on NASDAQ. The Winklevoss twins are now officially living the dream, ringing the bell like homecoming kings of crypto. The other story? Not so clean. There's a new malware called ModStealer crawling out of the shadows, hunting your private keys, your wallets, and even your browser extensions. So, yeah, today is basically crypto in a nutshell. One foot in the skyscrapers of Wall Street, the other stuck in a hacker's basement. Let's stack it. Gemini goes public. Let's start with the shiny side. Gemini, the exchange run by Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, the guys who sued Zuckerberg, lost, but then used their payout to buy Bitcoin and ended up winning life anyways. They just pulled off an IPO on NASDAQ. And it's not just any IPO, but one that opened up with serious pump. The demand was strong, the buzz was loud, and for a minute there, the twins were basically flexing harder than a Bitcoin chart after a halving. So why is this important? Because Coinbase isn't alone anymore. For years, Coinbase was the poster child of crypto goes public, and every time its stock moved, people treated it like a proxy for the whole industry. Now Gemini steps into that spotlight. It changes the narrative. Wall Street suddenly has options. If you're a big institutional investor who doesn't want to mess with cold wallet seed phrases or, God forbid, getting rugged on a decentralized exchange, now you've got another way to get exposure. Own the exchange stock. And think about the psychology here. Your grandma might never own a Satoshi directly. She's not going to download MetaMask and figure out gas fees. But she might own an index fund that now holds Gemini shares. Boom, she's in crypto and doesn't even know it. That's the Trojan horse effect. Traditional finance starts to absorb crypto by accident, just like they did with tech back in the dot-com days. Of course, IPO hype is one thing. Long-term fundamentals are a completely other thing. Coinbase has been through the ringer with lawsuits, regulatory pressure, and brutal earnings swings. And Gemini, it could end up in the same boat. But the very fact that NASDAQ let this happen, that institutions piled in, and that early trading looked hot, that tells you the appetite for crypto infrastructure is alive. And let's be honest, the Winklevoss twins needed their dub. Their image has always been those guys from a social network who got outsmarted by Jesse Eisenberg. Not anymore. They're the guys who beat Zuckerberg to ringing the NASDAQ bell for a crypto exchange. That's one hell of a comeback arc. But while the twins are clinking champagne glasses, a whole different kind of celebration is happening in hacker basements. Enter ModStealer, the newest piece of digital evil targeting crypto users. This isn't your average sketchy virus from shady torrent site. ModStealer is multi-platform. Windows, vulnerable. Mac, vulnerable. Linux, yep. Even the smug open source crowd isn't even safe. It's like Oprah with security breaches. You get hacked, everybody's getting hacked. The thing is designed with one mission. Steal your crypto. Not your selfies, not your tax documents, not even your embarrassing LimeWire downloads from 2005. Nope, straight for the jugular. Your private keys, login credentials, browser-based wallets like MetaMask. And because it attacks browser extensions, that means a ton of crypto degens who live inside Brave or Chrome with hot wallets basically glued open are prime targets. Let me paint in the picture. You're vibing, you've got your MetaMask open, you're minting some totally legit looking Cat Samurai Yacht Club NFTs, and boom, ModStealer is already in the background, draining your account faster than a Celsius exec could drain their own company. This isn't just a nuisance, it's a reminder that crypto security is still a weak link. People love to talk about price targets, ETF inflows, tokenomics, all that jazz, but none of that matters if your wallet gets wiped. That's the unglamorous side of the game. And here's the kicker. A lot of people still haven't gotten the memo about cold storage. I guarantee you someone listening right now has their entire net worth sitting in a browser extension unprotected. If that's you, congratulations. You're basically playing crypto on hard mode. So what's the defense? First, cold storage. It's not sexy, but it works. Second, don't keep your hot wallet loaded like a Vegas ATM. Keep balances low, just enough for trading or degen activity. And third, quit clicking sketchy links that airdrop promising 1,000 free tokens. Yeah, that's bait. That early access NFT mint, it's probably bait too. If it smells like a rug, it's probably a rug. And that brings us to the closing thoughts. So, today you've got two sides of crypto. On one end, Wall Street is opening its arms, ringing its bells, cheering on IPOs. Gemini is officially in the same playground as Apple and Amazon. And on the other end, you've got hackers building malware specifically to rip wallets out of your browser while keeping you chasing meme coins. It's high finance meets cyberpunk chaos. That's crypto in 2025. The lesson is clear: trust and risk. Trust is what Gemini is selling. Confidence that institutions can put money into crypto infrastructure and feel safe. Risk is what ModStealer is selling. Fear that if you get sloppy, you're done. Both are true at the same time. That duality has always been baked into crypto. It's not going anywhere. Stack smart, stack daily, and I'll see you degens tomorrow.